Sup, weebs?
My name's Jacob.
I'm Steven, and we've got anime on our mind.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh, no.
It's so smooth. What do you mean, oh no? Welcome back.
To what?
They know who we are.
They really might not. Welcome back to another episode of Anime on Our Mind, where me and my buddy Steven here get drunk and talk about anime that's on our mind. Today we're going to be talking about Assassination Classroom.
My favorite thing about this anime is that it has the word ass in the title 3 times.
That's cool.
Let's talk about anime! Fuck! One interesting fact about this anime is that the manga and the anime were both written and produced by separate teams.
Yes, the manga was written by Yusei Matsui and published by Shueisha in Japan and Viz Media in America.
However, the anime was written by Makoto Uzu, directed by Seiji Kishi, and produced by Noriko Uzaki.
You guys are so good.
Here it comes. We're professionals.
You guys got this going down.
Now, Assassination Classroom holds a very special place in my heart, and I'm very excited to talk about it. However, before we talk about it, I want to make sure that I give Steven this opportunity to give 15 seconds synopsis in 3, 2, 1, go!
So was a teacher who used to be a guy who was a killer, but then he became a teacher so he had to teach all these kids how to be killers because he used to be a killer, so they tell his kids that he's gotta kill him, and because he's gonna blow up the world if they don't. Whoa!
Is that it?
Wasn't that 15 seconds?
That was 10. You did good.
So in the first episode of this anime, you're introduced to Koro Sensei, a tentacle alien monster thing who apparently put a hole in the moon, and now he wants to teach a classroom.
And the class that he wants to teach is Class 3E, the lowest level class in one of the best schools in Japan.
And he's doing a really good job teaching these kids a lot of important things.
Yeah.
The most important being, you kill me, or I'm gonna rock your world. By blowing it up.
Why does he tell the kids that? Well, because the plot of this show is that this teacher is an alien dude that is going to destroy the world in exactly a year if he is not killed first.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy it in March, which I understand. I hate the month of March. I'd blow up the planet in March too.
But that's all we know in the first few episodes. It's not until much later in the anime when we really start to figure out who the hell this guy is.
So you meet the teacher, you meet the kids.
Yeah.
Some particular focus on a blue-haired boy by the name of Nagisa. Yeah, well, there you have it. Whoa. Kids are trying to kill their teacher. Everybody's pretty cool with it. So, what does this anime have to offer?
So,
This is not a serious anime.
and it definitely, as you watch it, has some serious undertones. But you watch this first episode, and you're gonna think this is like the silliest, goofiest, cartooniest thing you've ever seen.
There are definitely parts where it's like over the top comedy.
It's a big yellow octopus that can fly at Mach speed.
Mach speed 20.
Yeah, it's.
But at the same time, there are a lot of emotional bonds built. There's a lot of attachment with this anime, dog. You get attached quick. You like everybody very quickly.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's a good anime.
Yeah. So you have this class of kids who are told, they are assigned by the government, that their job that school year is to assassinate their teacher. Meanwhile, their teacher, taking no ill will against the kids trying to kill him,
He wants him to.
yeah, is just having fun teaching kids and teaching them how to become better assassins to one day kill him. It's an odd plot. It's a very one-of-a-kind plot.
Very original. Very original. But the teacher, he's essentially using like terminology within an assassin's world and applying it to real-world problems and solutions. So the kids are actually learning. The teacher's actually doing a really good job. And that was one of the things that kind of hit me emotionally, because I never had a teacher that had worked for too hard of a shit for anybody, you know?
This anime is a very bright and colorful anime. So look at the camera and say Miller time. Look at the camera and say
Why'd you
Miller time.
touch the top?
I touched it.
Fuck, stop doing it. You almost did it again.
Stop the video.
Oh my god.
Now, the kids in the class are not the only ones trying to assassinate Koro Sensei. In fact, they bring in a new teacher that they call Miss Bitch. Are you proud of yourself?
I thought this was so funny.
Now, the school quickly brings in a new language teacher that the kids quickly rename Miss Bitch. Now, Miss Bitch is no ordinary teacher. Yes, Miss Bitch is also an assassin that was hired to help the students kill Koro Sensei.
Yep, and you'll find out one of the reasons she's a language teacher is because, as being an assassin, one of her skills was seducing men all over the world by learning little bits and pieces of their language. And you'll learn very quickly some of the phrases she starts to teach these kids are a little risque.
Little inappropriate.
A little risque.
A little inappropriate.
A little risque.
A little inappropriate.
A little risque.
A little. Now, does Miss Bitch successfully kill Koro Sensei? If she did, it'd be a pretty short anime, and this one's 48 episodes long, so I think it's safe to say that she doesn't.
Yep. Hey, what the fuck? So shortly after you're introduced to Miss Bitch, children take a trip to Kyoto. During this trip, two of the students get kidnapped, at which kind the blue-haired kid, Nagisa, has to Nagisaka it to him and save those kids. But he only does it for a small amount of time before he realizes, oh shit, I'm a kid. But then you don't have to worry because this yellow octopus appears out of nowhere and he starts fucking shit up. And it's like, whoa.
When they get back from Kyoto, they are quickly introduced to a new classmate. But this classmate is no normal classmate, no. What is this classmate, Steven?
It's an iPhone tablet.
Not totally far off.
So Ritsu, what's cool about her? Well, she's a government supercomputer connected to a 3D printer that's got a bunch of shelves filled with guns.
That's crazy.
Whoa! So as soon as Koro comes in, this fucking iPad is like, whoa, what's up, homie?
I don't know.
You're in my club, we don't wear red here.
And you made it about gang violence. Now, Ritsu is introduced pretty early on in the anime, and again, just like Miss Bitch, does Ritsu successfully kill Koro Sensei? Well, if she did, it would be much shorter of an anime. No. But they do bring in a second exchange student, this one being much more dangerous. And what is his name?
The other transfer student is Itana Orbe. He's got tentacles. Woo! I know what you're thinking. Holy shit, another fucking octopus. Why we got so many octopi
but
in this?
Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. Itana's goal, just like everybody else's, is to assassinate Koro Sensei. However, his intentions are much more malicious, where at this point in the anime, the kids are starting to get attached to Koro Sensei.
Yeah. Itana turns out to be a decoy.
Decoy.
Because his master actually had a separate plan of which to use Koro Sensei's compassion to get him in a bind and kill that motherfucker. But it didn't work.
Isn't that messed up when somebody decides that a person's weak spot is like their ability to care, their compassion, their empathy? It's like, this, I know that this guy will care about this, so that's what I'm going to target to mess it up. That's like twisted. I hate it.
It's almost like
anybody that follows that mindset, I hate you. Get out of, go, leave, go, bye.
It's almost like capitalism or something.
After this point, you find
the Reaper. He's not just a pepper in South Carolina. It's actually a man who learned how to kill from, but you don't find that out to the end, so shh. This guy is good at killing. In
Crazy.
fact, he's considered the best. And so he kidnaps Miss Bitch in order to get the classroom involved.
Oh,
they
no.
come, he kidnaps them.
What?
And at this point, Miss Bitch turns on him, and they're like, "Oh my God, Miss Bitch, you're such a bitch." Yeah. So then Koro Sensei comes, right? And he's like, "Well, I guess I gotta clean this mess up." But then he gets captured. And
Whoa.
who saves them all? The PE teacher, Karasuma, who also works for the government, who's introduced on the first episode. He's a real outstanding fellow.
He's an OG.
He shows up to save the day. Woo! And you learn a lot of backstories. It's a pretty crazy time.
Yeah, it's a good.
But after the Reaper, you learn Koro's backstory.
And what is Koro's backstory with enthusiasm?
Well, let me tell you, baby got backstory. So, he's got some crazy... Apparently, he used to be the top assassin, also called the Reaper. Oh, weird coincidence. Koro Sensei gets kidnapped and placed in a lab where tests are run on him. These tests do things like fuck with his atomic molecular structure, causing him to change shape and form, making him basically indestructible.
Wait a second.
Right.
Are you telling me that Koro Sensei wasn't always a yellow octopus?
No. But then you find out he's not actually the one that blew up the moon. Who blew up the moon?
Wait, what? Well, then why'd they blame it on Koro Sensei?
Well, Koro Sensei, which had the same experiments done on him as also found out that he would eventually also blow up, just like did. He had a much longer time frame, though. Blew up, I think, in like a week. Koro Sensei had a year. So before he blew up, that's why Koro Sensei decided he would teach the children of the 3E classroom.
This plot twist in the anime makes you feel so bad because over the course of the anime, 48 episodes, you have grown attached to Koro Sensei because of how he interacts with the students. And then to find out that he doesn't want to blow up the earth, he's threatening, he's putting on a facade, making it seem like it's his fault so somebody wants to kill him. But in reality, he can't control it. He just knows he has to die, and so he wants to put that passion in somebody to kill him so people don't feel bad for it. And that's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in the Ruby and Sapphire versions of Pokemon, Facade is also the TM that's given to you after you beat the player's dad's gym.
Why do you remember that?
What a strange thing, am I right?
Well, once you learn Koro's backstory, from there, it's really just leading up to the end. And what happens at the end? Well,
You find out that the military had a Plan Z, and it was the top plan, and they got everybody from the world to conglomerate and kill this motherfucker. So they were like, how can we do it? Well, we got it. No,
Wait, no, we gotta do this
didn't
one more
just
time.
say
No.
this.
No, we need to get
a
one more time.
laser beam from
We need to get one more time.
space.
Wait,
the government is after you.
Wait.
They're shooting cancer cells into your body.
5G!
5Gs created Corona.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
COVID backwards is DIFOC. And what does that stand for?
What the fuck is going on?
Shit! Ah!
So what does the government decide they need to do? Well, the government decides that they have a giant laser that they're going to use to destroy Koro Sensei if he is not killed by a certain time. But Koro doesn't want to go out by a laser. So what does he do?
The kids are like, it's our responsibility. Shouldn't go on the government. We built this relationship. We want to kill him. Which is one of the weird dichotomies of this anime. The kids are like, we love you, but we want to kill you. And it's really cool to see this. It's cool to see what could. It's still love, but it's such an it's such a foreign style of love.
And because Koro Sensei wants him to kill him, he doesn't want to die by the laser. He wants to know that his teachings and his ability of being an assassin and teaching these kids how to be assassins went all the way to the end.
Review time! Should you watch this anime?
I think so.
Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I personally, this is one of my top 5 favorite animes. It's really colorful. It's really fun to watch. The animation style is a little different from normal anime, which I think makes it more interesting. I just think all in all, plus the story is super original. It's really goofy, but it has those serious undertones. I love it. I think it's great.
What would you give it?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I like the anime. I thought for the goofiness that it does ensue, I thought that the relationships and the emotional attachment that it brings about were really serious, and because of that, I couldn't take a lot of the storylines seriously. So it was a fun anime to watch, but it wasn't something that I could take seriously and really get emotionally attached to. So I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I can definitely understand where you're coming from with the idea of you have these serious undertones, but the rest of the anime is so goofy that it's hard to take the serious part seriously.
It was just like this dude could literally blow up the earth, but the principal's like, well, you're not going to be allowed to teach this class unless you fucking open up these books and solve a problem with a grenade in it. Like,
yeah,
fuck you, I move at the speed of Mach 20, I could and kill your wife all in 30 seconds.
That was going really solid, and then you said that, and then
And with that, here's our favorite scene from Assassination Classroom, and enjoy your anime.
Oh, how are you? So, I'm the one who blew up the moon? Huh? Next year, I intend to do the same to planet Earth. But never mind that now. I'm going to be your new teacher. Isn't that exciting?
There are so many things wrong with this picture.
Take off your pants, shit on the floor, get swifty in here.
Everybody get swifty.
Yeah.